Sup guys, thank you first and foremost for clicking on this video. Secondly, this video is proudly sponsored by these guys, fanatics.com. The world's largest collection of official sports apparel from all of the leagues, teams and players that you love. Their multiple online sports stores feature jerseys, t-shirts, hats and much more from the NFL, NCAA, MLB, NBA, NHL, NASCAR, and there's even a little bit of soccer. Now Fanatics is more than just the business name. It's who we are, right? You're a fan, I'm a fan. In fact, I'd call myself a fanatic, a sports fanatic. That's why I've partnered with fanatics.com. Head down into the description box below, click the link, check the website out. They've always got incredible promotions from 10, 50, even up to 70, 80, even 90% off. So guys, thank you for watching, support the channel, and enjoy the video. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Rugby Player Reacts. I am your host, Jacob McDonald, and it's my absolute pleasure to bring you yet another reaction video to an NFL superstar. His name's ALVIN KAMARA. He plays for the Saints, he plays running back, and he plays with a ring in his nose. He's a pretty decent player, isn't he? He's been in the league since 2017. Is he a veteran yet? No. Did he score 6 touchdowns in one game? Yeah, he did. Guys, his name's ALVIN KAMARA. If you didn't notice, I do have a new green screen that I'm using for the rest of the series and on in future videos. So look, all I can say is apologies for having to deal with 85 players without the use of a green screen. But today it starts. You've got to start somewhere, and I'm ready for this content to level up. Just a little bit. A green screen is a nice addition. And there's no better video for us to bring it into action for the first time than a running back. But not only that, the second highest ranked running back in the entire year, ALVIN KAMARA. So guys, let's roll the intro and crack into it. Now, what will we see here? Actually, I'm not going to lie, this is the video with the most views we've seen thus far. It's got over 400,000 views. The video was brought out on August the 23rd. For anyone following along at home, it is still indeed the 8th of September. It is 6:01 in the evening. And, well, let's get into this, guys.
Well, I could personally say he got the most incredible balance I ever seen out of running back, out of a football player.
Kamara spinning, touchdown! The one-legged spin right around the 2-yard line.
You know, only a few people can do that. I'm not even going to say football players, but I'm going to just say people in general can do what he just did.
I got to lay down and hit that.
It's the details, man. It's the details. That's all that really comes to mind when I see the Saints bench, and I don't exactly know why.
That ball was made in a lab, man. You feel me? Hey, why you did this? On 1 foot, though.
He's the first running back that comes to mind when I think about it all-around back, honestly.
I say he's very versatile. In between the tackles. Outside.
I know it's the Browns, but still, not a hand on him, right through the middle.
The tackles.
Pitch goes out to the left to Kamara. Touchdown!
In the passing game, lining them up at receiver.
What's so impressive is that is a starting corner, and Kamara literally just outruns him down to the sideline.
He's a guy who he does everything right.
ALVIN KAMARA can do everything, but the one thing that makes him stand out is his ability to stay standing up.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to mention this. We are going to hear from fellow running back James Robinson, but the one thing that came to mind, the one thing I was told, actually, prior to looking at ALVIN KAMARA for the very first time almost 3 years ago, was that he could stay on his feet. He could absorb contact. It's almost as if he went limp when taking the contact, which then allows him to, bend and twist in all sorts of different ways and shapes, and at the end of the day, stay on his feet.
It's like his balance is just crazy.
He got great balance. That's one thing. That's number one.
His balance is definitely, it's probably the best in the league.
What a play by Kamara, and that's what makes you the best running
Or you could just call it balance.
back in the NFL and an all-pro.
the balance is insane. I think it's always going to take more than one guy to bring him down.
Look, we've just heard them say balance 5 times over. Where is a thesaurus when you need one? Because I'm going to call it something else. He's got a fantastic equilibrium. That's one. Extreme steadiness on his feet. That could be another. Stability like no other. Not bad. But we'll stick to balance.
You see the little clips that he puts up in the offseason, him doing those little balancing drills with his trainers.
Hang on. No. You're on a board on top of a cylinder, let's call it a seesaw, and then you're doing agility drills. Now that is next level.
Translate directly to the field.
See him working on that type of style in his off-season workouts to make that part of his game even greater.
Hang on. I've seen it all now. They're throwing him. Sorry, is he on that same balance board?
Season workouts to
Not exactly the same, but similar. So he's got something in his left
make
hand.
that part of his game even greater.
He's got a ball in each hand. He's being thrown a 3-sided stick and being told which color of those 3 to grab. There's so much going on here. It's unbelievable. And so if you're doing that kind of thing in the gym, if you're doing that kind of thing on the training field, it's no wonder that this man plays the way he does on a football field. This is extra. That kind of work is to bring you from, performing at 95% of your capacity to 100%.
The perfect example of Kamara's elite balance was his highlight touchdown versus the Packers.
He caught this with a swing pass or a screen, made probably 6 people miss and hit up the sideline for 60 yards.
Gets to midfield, breaks another. The 40 has a man in front of him. 30, 25, hurdles a defender. 15, cuts back 10, 5, touchdown, Alvin Kamara.
I'll tell you what, guys, the poise shown by that man and the patience shown by Alvin Kamara in that run. He was jogging at certain points because he is playing what's in front of him. He's so confident in his ability to change direction and accelerate when need be that he can jog. He can see the play forming in front of him. He can, stay behind his blocker and actually use him to great effect rather than be at full pace and, sprint right past his blocker and most likely not use him to the greatest advantage. In that case, everything was pretty much done perfect.
In order to, stop a guy like that, you need all 11 people on defense. In order to, stop a guy like that, you need all 11 people on defense and people from the sideline.
Good Lord, Alvin Kamara, how many tackles?
Beats one. Little dead leg, beats 2. Slows down, sees number 78, Big McCoy, in front of him. Decides, you know what, I can use you. That's exactly what he does. But in saying that, he cuts on the inside and then gets absolutely clobbered by number 23. Stays on his feet with great balance, as per usual. Sees an angle, sees a lane on the inside behind 2 blockers.
Talk about a signature
Doesn't take it, goes round the outside. Has to beat one more defender.
play.
And another. Bit of a last gasp effort by the Packers player.
Bro, he different, bro.
But I'll call that a total of 6 defenders beaten.
Made in a lab, bro. He's not human.
You don't game plan for him. One person like a Kamara could beat you.
Just ask the Vikings. Kamara single-handedly outscored Minnesota on Christmas Day, on his way to tying Ernie Nevers' 91-year-old record.
That does make sense. If it was on Christmas Day, I would have been in Queenstown. I would have been smack right bang in the middle of the end of the regular season, coming into the postseason, and I was doing live streams, and I was watching basically every game, and I remember seeing this live, actually. I'm not going to spoil it. Saints versus the Vikings, we saw something really, really special.
Jingle bell, AK, take it all the way. Hey!
Alvin Kamara, I think, scored 6 touchdowns that game.
Alvin is across the goal line for the touchdown. The Saints with a heavy dose of Alvin Kamara. I never had more in a game. Jingle bell. Kamara again. How about 4? Alvin Kamara with his 5th rushing touchdown of the game. He's running out of gas.
5.
Give it to AK. Give it to AK till he scores. So Alvin Kamara with his 6th rushing touchdown of the game ties the most ever in an NFL football game.
Well, if they didn't tell me that, I was going to look it up anyway. So he tied the most ever in a professional football game. Who did he tie it with? On December 25th, 2020, Kamara rushed for 155 yards in a 52-33 victory over the Minnesota Vikings and tied Hall of Famer Ernie Nevers' 91-year-old NFL record of 6 rushing touchdowns in a single game. For his Week 16 performance, Kamara was named the NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was forced to miss the next game, unfortunately, so finished the year with 15 games total, 932 rushing yards, 16 rushing touchdowns, 756 receiving yards, 5 receiving touchdowns for a total from scrimmage of almost 1,700 all-purpose yards. 21 total touchdowns in the regular season plus 1 in the postseason. And come to think of it, guys, I think we might have solved the mystery about the details. Kamara owns the Big Squeezy, a Louisiana-based juice and smoothie chain with locations in Baton Rouge, Hammond, Mandeville, and New Orleans. In February 2021, the chain sponsored NASCAR Xfinity Series driver Ryan Vargas and his number 6 JD Motorsports car in the Superstar Batteries 188 at the Daytona International Speedway road course. So let's type in Big Squeezy details. Big Squeezy? Nah, I don't think it was the Big Squeezy. Oh, hang on. Okay, I got it. This is what I'm talking about, alright? We got Mark Ingram whilst he was with the Saints, with ALVIN KAMARA, talking about the details. Look at the details. Mark Ingram is in awe of Derrick Henry's bling. Or maybe, what is that? What is that, guys? What the fuck is he holding up? What is that? I can't remember now. I cannot remember for the life of me, but I think it's actually, no, I think it's some form of bubble gum. I'm getting totally confused. It's not the Big Squeezy, but I wouldn't mind trying a Big Squeezy, to be honest. A couple of stats, guys, before we finish the video. Pick number 67 in the 3rd round of the 2017 draft. He's only been in the league for 4 years, but in those 4 years, he has scored 3,340 rushing yards and 2,824 receiving yards. So that's almost 7,000 all-purpose yards in 4 seasons. That's incredible. Played college football at Tennessee. Was indeed the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. He's been in the league for 4 seasons, and he's made the Pro Bowl 4 times. He runs a 4.56 40-yard dash, a 4.35 20-yard shuttle, a 7.10 3-cone drill, almost 40 inches on the vertical jump, almost 11 feet on the broad jump, 15 reps on the bench press, and comes in with a mid-range score in the Wonderlic test of 24. And just for all you stat heads out there, he was officially the 5th running back selected in the 2017 draft. After the likes of Leonard Fournette, Christian McCaffrey, Dalvin Cook, Joe Mixon, and then ALVIN KAMARA. Following him, it was Kareem Hunt. Another guy there is James Conner. Marlon Mack, I do know him. Aaron Jones was drafted in that draft class. Chris Carson, believe it or not. Geez, what a draft class it was. But it's time we conclude the video and move on.
He had 6 rushing touchdowns. That speaks volumes to, I mean, he just continues to do things at a high level. You know, I got a lot of respect for his play.
Got to be honest, guys, so do I.
Who is the toughest cornerback that you faced?
Jalen Ramsey.
And, well, that, my friends, brings us to the end of another video. And the first using this green screen. So I really hope you enjoyed. I certainly enjoyed it. It's going to take some getting used to. But, you know, at the end of the day, as a content creator, you're always looking for ways to change. You're always looking for ways to level up. And whilst I'm here in Christchurch, New Zealand, this was a level up. It certainly had to happen, and I'm so stoked I've done it. All it took was a bit of planning, a bit of painting, and, well, Bob's your uncle. So, guys, thanks for watching. If you did enjoy it, please hit that like button. If you want to subscribe, even better. And I'll see you in the next one to check out none other than Jalen Ramsey. Peace, guys.